everybody, welcome back to another video today, and I have a very interesting video to talk to you about today. But before I get into it, make sure you leave a comment. I'm back in my normal setup in my new way, making videos standing up and pacing around and talking and dancing around. But anyway, before we get into it, make sure you leave a comment down below. That's the most important thing to me. Just please leave a comment down below. I would love to prepare our theories and predictions together. And also, please leave a like if you enjoy this video. Smash that share button if you know, I know you know someone out there who would need to see this video, or you know that would like to see this video. And make sure you always subscribe to this channel if you enjoy the content. Check out my other videos if you already have not. Okay, so today we're talking about the evil girl of this show, Tory Nichols, and whether or not she will be evil forever, I guess you could say, along with some season 4 predictions with her. Now, Tory came into it in season 2, episode 4, and she was a bit of a hothead, but she really was honestly kind of friendly to people from first instinct. Now, obviously, people, want to tangle with her, and that makes her, overreact and not like you forever. But she wasn't as near as bad, really, then as she is now, even though she has had a bad childhood and comes from a bad background the whole time, obviously, because, her little brother's half her age, and in season 2, episode 6, she told Miguel when I was little, meaning like 9 or 10, and when her brother was a baby, that her mom would, try to bring enough food home for her and her brother and, get it for free, too, because she was taking it from the restaurant and eventually got fired and got sick. But anyway, and then, she started dating Miguel in season 2, and, things heated up with the rivalry between her and Sam, especially when she knew that Miguel was Sam's ex, and then, really, I should say that Sam was Miguel's ex. And then in season 2, episode 9, obviously we saw Sam and Miguel kiss outside of the party, and that made Tory very angry. It made her go off the deep end, made her throw the principal on the floor, made her do this, that, all of that. I don't even know, I guess that's the principal that was making those announcements. And then, she obviously tried to stab Sam in the face during the fight, started the whole school fight, so it just went completely off the deep end. And somehow still did not put in juvie, as we learned in season 3, like a lot of people expected. Now, there is, I'll get to that as I continue going here. So then we got into season 3, and, she didn't come in until episode 2, and, she was having some problems at home, couldn't pay her rent, and then Kreese, ended up making a deal with the landlord that obviously was being, really mean to the family and all that, and trying to, throw them out of there because they wasn't paying their rent, on time, even though he wasn't really considering the circumstances that much of what was going on inside. And she ended up getting back into the dojo. And then we honestly did not see her again until season 3, episode 5. And then she was in the arcade fight, a part of the laughing when, Dimitri's arm snapped and, was, after Sam LaRusso. But as angry as she is, somehow did not try to find her in the end. And I did not get that at all. And then obviously we had, 2 episodes later, that wicked dream about her trying to drown Sam. Very dark, but obviously it was more real in real life than it was, actually, it was more real in real life than it was on the show, finally, something like that, even though this show has some horrible body doubles. I'm not even going to get into it. And then coming in, the next important thing we saw was in season 3, episode 8, I'm sorry. Her and Robbie bonded, and they started comparing each other, and that's, the first interaction we had where we actually started to believe that they would start dating, and then we saw them flirt a lot when they went to the zoo to, try to kidnap the snake, let's say, for Kreese in season 3, episode 9, and we really saw them flirt a lot in that episode. And obviously, season 3, episode 10, they were doing the exact opposite evil thing by Tory, breaking into the Russo home, calling, a big invasion on Miyagi-Do / Eagle Fang. And obviously Robbie, stayed around and was training with Kreese and ended up trying to fight his dad in the end. But obviously Cobra Kai lost the fight, and we look forward to Sam and Tory's fight all season long. And what did they give us? Absolutely nothing with the fight. It was downright the worst individual fight. Even though that house fight was pretty, darn goofy, itself. That one-on-one fight was the worst fight we've seen all season long, and basically kind of you could say all show long, because main reason it was such a letdown. We looked forward to that all season long. You knew it was going to happen. and then you get that. It wasn't even a fight, so it really didn't happen. So anyway, so that's where it leads us on. Now, a lot of people, this was I was about to spill the beans about earlier. A lot of people are thinking it's possible that Tory will go to juvie for breaking into the LaRusso home and instigating that entire thing, just like she instigated and started the whole school fight back in the season 2 finale. Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, the thing about it is, I think they need to say at least something about how, like, the LaRussos got home, what was going on, because it almost appeared that the fight could have been over, but, you know, they could have seen, you know, the kids, you know, the Cobra Kai kids in pain, you know, exiting the house and everything like that, and, you know, Daniel probably was like, get out of here, or even, you know, saw, which I don't even really know if Daniel knows Tory at all, or what she looks like, to be completely honest with you. But if he even saw her, you know, exiting the LaRusso home, which she obviously wasn't even, you know, any pain. But I just don't think she's going to be going to juvie. And I think we're going to see her and Robbie, you know, start dating. And, you know, I actually had a good theory. What if her and Robbie really become this couple that is not only focused on Miguel and Sam? That was something I mentioned in my last video, actually. It wasn't really about this whole topic itself, but it did, you know, have it in it. Like, they'll still be focusing on the whole love triangle, and that'll still be a big thing next season. But with those two together, and them both being evil, I think that those two are kind of going to bond and go in the same direction, obviously, and, you know, really go after people like Hawk, which I definitely think is coming for revenge, and that was kind of what my last video was about. Although it's a minor character that's really going to be the biggest implication in the actual fight itself. Go back and watch my last video before this one, and you'll be able to figure out what I'm talking about there. But anyway, if Tory was to ever get a redemption arc, which a lot of people don't see coming, it would be at the end of a season. I'm not even saying it has to be at the end of season 4. But think about this. Hear me out. Just what I was saying a minute ago. If Robbie and Tory start being evil, start dating, go in the same direction, a lot of people think that Robbie will get that redemption arc at the end of season 4. Where, you know, kind of like he starts, you know, being on Daniel's side again and realizing that, you know, he cares about him the most of it, you know, of at least him and Kreese, not Johnny. And then, you know, him and Johnny, you know, finally start to bond, you know, become a father-son thing, you know, finally start to understand each other. I do strongly see that happening, honestly, somehow. Now, I don't know how it'll happen with the tournament, but so it'll be really interesting to see. But would Tory actually maybe go the same direction? You don't know. Now, you don't know what's going to happen if Robbie, you know, if Tory does get a redemption arc and Robbie does go that way. Maybe he'll get Sam back. And maybe if Tory does get the redemption arc, maybe they'll both go the good side way, and maybe she'll get Miguel back. And that's what I'd love to see. Those are my favorite couples, honestly. I don't like, you know, the whole Robbie Tory thing. And I definitely like Miguel and Tory better than Miguel and Sam, honestly. So, anyway, will Tory get a redemption arc ever? Not just at the end of season 4 or at the end of the show. It's hard to say no and yes here. It really is. Because you know they changed the character so much, but you know this character has such an arc for being evil, and a lot of people love seeing that. You know they do. As far as Tory goes for me, I'm not the biggest fan of her character, but I am a big fan of Peyton West. Okay. Anyway. So, I'm going to say, as evil as she is, and as evil-themed as she is, I don't think so. Sorry for people who want to hear yes, but I think, honestly, more of you people wanted to say no. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure you leave a comment down below if you enjoy the channel's content and enjoy, you know, this video, enjoy this theory, want to make a comment on it, want to make a comment on it or any other theory or predictions you might have, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'd love to compare our predictions and analysis together. And always, please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Share this video if you can. I'm sure someone out there you knew who you know and would need and like to see this video. And always make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this channel's content. Check out my other videos if you already have not. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.